Okay. So, okay. So we will discuss about the develop a data collection plan. What is segmentation and stratification? Okay. Segmentation and stratification both are the process for the data collection plan. Segmentation is called as a process used to divide a large group of data into smaller group. Means what happens, suppose we have a data in the hundreds numbers, okay, and we have to collect the sample in the 10, okay. So what we have to do, we have to collect in the segmentation means part wise. Segmentation is commonly used by the US in our all day-to-day business to understand the interpret information. Or again you can say that suppose there is a 5 lakh batch size going on the compression or on the packaging line, okay, and this 5 lakh batch size going on the packaging line, and you need to take the sample 100 tablets, and batch run will be the 5 hours. So what you will do, you will do 100 tablets divided by 5. So means after every interval you have to take 20 tablets, okay. After every hours you have to take 20 tablets, so that after 5 hours you will have the 100 tablets. That is a segmentation process, okay. And stratification process is which use a summary matrix, central, tendency or dispersion to make the decision about when to separate different process or continued analysis, okay. Means we are going to understand that there is a separate process and we have to conduct at a different process for continued analysis. Unlike segmentation, it is unlike segmentation means here we are not going to segment the sample uniformly, but it is here we are going to the stratification at a random, okay. Means stratification involves that data rather than just information. Values of a central tendency and the dispersion are used stratify given to the data set, okay. It means stratification of the customers based on the business volume they are provides us. Means suppose they have given you the business value, okay, volume, that volume should be suppose considered as a 12 hours business volume, and you have to make a stratified sampling. It should be properly considered and with the particular different location at every interval, at every momentum you have to take the sample. So it will considered as a stratified. It will not as like as segmentation or uniform. It is a stratified at all locations you have to consider it for the samples. Data collection plan, it is to be understood that why data is required. What is the data? Data is the information. It is required to process for the investigation. It is required for the process of your outcome or the study purpose, okay. So why data collected? Data collection is the purpose to have for future study, or you can say that there is some investigation, so data is required. What to collect? It is to be understand that the different operational parameters are there, all different parameters to be studied, and that studied parameters to be collected for the further evaluation. So data is required to collect. How to collect the data? Formulate the data, make a collection plan, sampling strategy, pilot data collection plan, all these type of strategies to be applied for the data collection. And again then we have to collect the data with the help of pilot collection and validation plan. Many times we are collecting the data with the help of validation plan. Validation plan means number of intervals, number of stations, number of batch size hours. So basis on that we are making the strategy and collected the data. Ensure the consistency and stability. Develop measurement system analysis, test and validate. Our purpose of the data collection is that test and validate the measurement system and monitor and improvise. After data collection we have to study and make some improvement in our existing situation or in our existing product, okay. So data collection plan occurs multiple times throughout the DMAIC. DMAIC means define, measure, analyze, improve and control. The data collection plan described here can be used as the guide for data collection. Means this helps us to ensure that we collect useful, accurate data that is needed to answer our process questions. Data is required to answer our process question. Process question means why it is failed, how much time it is failed, what is the frequency of failure, what is the frequency of result outcome passing, or you can say that your success factor, how much time it is complies, does not complies. For the evaluation or the future study, you have to collect the data. It is important to be clear about the data collection goals to ensure right data is collected. Okay, you have to collect the right data. If your data is wrong information is there, and you have not collected the data properly, you may not be able to use the analyze in future, or you will have the wrong output because of wrong data collection. Operational definition helps to guide thinking on what properties will be measured, how they will be measured, and there is no single right way to write operational definitions. Okay, means you have to understand that what is right and what is wrong, what is right properties of the data, what is the measurement criteria. There is a single way or the right way to write the operational definition. There is only people agree to the specific purpose. There is only people to agree for the specific purpose, that characters only with a specific purpose. The critical factor that is that any two people using the operational definition will be measuring the same thing in the same manner. Okay, so operational definition is that an operational definition is clear, concise, and description of measurement process which is to be collected. Your operational definition needs to be very clear, needs to be very concise, and it has to be result oriented. How the data is to be collected, what the data is to be collected, and purpose of operational definition. To remove the ambiguity, everyone has the consistent understanding to provide a clear way to measure the characteristic, identifies what is to measure, identifies how to measure it, and make sure that no matter who does the measuring. Means you should not have any specific criteria or any specific person for the data measurement. Those have the operational team member, those have the basic knowledge about your operation, that can be participate into the data collection. Those have the information about the process. Okay, that person can collect the data. Data collection plan means you have to make some protocol type activity, you have to collect some data actions, and it should be mentioned there what is the sample size, what is the frequency of data collection, how much the data will be collected, how it is stored, and responsibility for data collection, data review, and after that you have to make the some guideline or protocol type activity. Okay, so you have to put their target, operational definitions, operational parameter, what is the transaction time, what is the rejected timeline, and miscellaneous steps processing to be considered there. So all these when you consider transmission and rejection measures, then measurement criteria should be there. Measurement criteria is that there should not be any rejections occurred during the data collection. That can be the measurement criteria, because once the activity is started and you have identified there are some rejections, it means that your data is not operating in a correct manner, or there are some improvements probabilities, you need to take further actions.